Hi folks, it's Brent with the Downing Group. Most folks think they know where Columbia's hottest growth is happening. Turns out they're looking in all the wrong places. While Lexington grew by 2% and Irmo barely budged, this one area exploded by 50% in 5 years. I'm talking about Blythewood, with Scout Motors bringing 4,000 high-paying jobs. The party's just getting started. Today I'm going to show you why this might be your last chance to get in early. You're about to see some population numbers that make you wonder why this area stayed under the radar for so long. These stats tell a story that most folks in Columbia don't even know is happening. Blythewood's population jumped from around 5,000 people in 2020 to over 7,000 in 2025. Keep in mind that's just the town limits. The area adjacent to Blythewood is way bigger. That's a 50% increase in just 5 years. If you compare, Lexington grew by maybe 2%, Irmo around 1.5%, and Chapin by 3% over the same time. The median household income here is $105,000, and that tells you a lot about who's moving in. These aren't folks looking for the cheapest option. These are professionals who care about community and they're willing to invest in it. That higher income is also why we're seeing premium developments that I'll show you later, with homes going all the way up to $1.2 million. But here's what really stood out to me. Nearly 48% of residents have a bachelor degree or higher. That's 35% more than the state average. I'm telling you, this kind of growth doesn't just happen by chance. When you look at how other Columbia suburbs are growing, the difference is clear. Most are barely changing. But Blythewood, it's growing fast. What economists call explosive growth. You know, if you want insider access to Columbia's fastest growing neighborhoods, hit that subscribe button for me. On this channel, we're out in different neighborhoods giving you the real numbers, not just what people say is happening. We cover everything from market trends to neighborhood spotlights to home buying tips that can save you thousands. That way you won't miss any updates on areas you might be thinking about. You might be wondering what happens when this many new families move in so quickly. Well, the infrastructure has to keep up. Schools need to expand. The whole feel of the town shifts. But hold on to your hats, because there's a $2 billion reason why all of this explains exactly what's going on in the housing market right now. Let me walk you through the big changes that are about to shape not just Blythewood, but our entire region for years to come. When Volkswagen Scout Motors picked this area, it wasn't just another company setting up shop. This move is changing everything about the local economy. We're talking about a $2 billion electric vehicle factory being built on 1,100 acres. To give you an idea, it's bigger than plenty of full neighborhoods here in Columbia. Scout Motors plans to bring in 4,000 direct jobs by late 2025. And these aren't low-paying jobs. These are roles in manufacturing, engineering, and management. They pay way more than the average in this area. These high-paying jobs are one reason why we're seeing that 82% home ownership rate I'll mention soon. People aren't just moving here short-term. They're settling in and staying. The building progress is moving fast. As of mid-2025, the land is cleared, foundations are in, and steel frames are already going up. They're aiming to finish the whole project by the end of 2026. The state is spending $312 million to build a new I-77 exit called Scout Motors Drive. It won't be finished right away, but it's planned for 2027 and shows a long-term support for this plant. Norfolk Southern is also building a $78 million rail line to the factory. This will let Scout ship cars by train, which costs less and works better than using trucks. And here's why you'll want to pay close attention. Scout Motors is expected to bring a $4.2 billion yearly impact by 2029. That money flows to parts suppliers, shipping companies, and even the local housing market. Here's what most people don't realize about big factories like this. They create a ripple effect. For every one job in the plant, or 4 more jobs usually pop up in other businesses that support it. So with thousands of new jobs coming in, you might be wondering where all these people are going to live. And that brings us to the construction boom that's changing Blythewood's landscape right before our eyes. You're about to see why builders are rushing to meet demand in this area, and why buyers who understand what's going on here could be in a great spot. Right now, more than half of all listings in Blythewood are brand new homes. Let's take a look at what's being built and why that matters for anyone thinking about moving here. 70% of active listings are new construction. That's way above the 28% metro average. It shows builders see a big opportunity here that they're not seeing in other parts of Columbia. Blythewood Farms by Great Southern Homes has 247 homes priced between $278,000 and $400,000. Phase 2 is already underway, which shows the builder believes demand is still strong. You want to keep these price points in mind when we talk about timing considerations later, because buying now means getting in before the full Scout Motors impact drives values even higher. Grand Arbor by Pulte and Centex includes 311 homes ranging from $310,000 to $420,000. Their model park is already open, so you can walk through and see everything in person. Gates of Windermere by Mungo has between 170 and 430 homes starting at $425,000. Right now, they've got 25 homes listed, giving buyers a solid amount of options. The most high-end project is the Long Creek infill by Mungo and Executive Custom. It includes 130 homes priced between $500,000 and $1.2 million. These are for buyers who want luxury finishes and bigger lots. The current median list price in Blythewood is $400,000. That's quite a bit higher than the metro average of $265,000. But you're getting newer homes, better features, and a growing community. Right now, there are 210 active listings. Homes are spending about 50 days on the market, while the metro average is more like 85 days. So properties here are selling faster than in the rest of Columbia. All this new construction is creating something rare. You're not buying in a finished neighborhood where everything's already set. You're getting in early while the community is still growing. But what does daily life actually look like in Blythewood? Let me show you the location advantages that most people miss when they first look at this area. I'm about to share some surprising facts about Blythewood's location. These explain why many professionals are choosing this area instead of other suburbs around Columbia. There's a reason families are picking Blythewood over more established places, and it comes down to some key details most folks don't think about right away. Blythewood is about 15 miles from downtown Columbia. That drive takes about 25 minutes on I-77. It's actually shorter than what a lot of people drive inside Columbia itself. The I-77 corridor gives you easy access across the region. You can get to Charlotte in about an hour and Greenville in about an hour and a half. And the beach or the mountains, just a few hour drive away. This regional accessibility is a huge factor for those buyer types we'll talk about in a minute, especially for the Scout Motors professionals who often maintain connections to other cities. Big road improvements are already in the works. The Blythewood Road widening is a $65 million project. It'll help with traffic and cut down on drive times even more. Now let's talk schools. The area is part of Richland School District 2. Blythewood High is rated good with a score of 66. Round Top Elementary is rated excellent with a score of 80. Bethel Hanbury Elementary is also rated excellent with a 72. The district even built a brand new $49 million campus in 2023. Blythewood Middle has a good rating with a 48 and has been named National School to Watch 5 times. Community features are growing fast too. Doco Meadows Park is a 25-acre green space with trails and an amphitheater for events. Cobblestone Park Golf Club has 27 holes and was named one of South Carolina's top 10 courses by Golf Pass in 2024. I personally used to be a member there, and let me tell you, it's a first-class complex. So whether you're a serious golfer or just play for fun, having a top golf course like this nearby adds real value. One Wood Farm is a horse center with boarding. It's home to the USC equestrian team and hosts college events that bring visitors to the area. New stores and services are opening up too. Aldi opened up on Killian Road in 2024, while Starbucks added a new spot that same year. So what about you? What stands out most about Blythewood so far? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Now that you know why this location stands out, let's look at exactly who's moving here and why that matters for the future of this market. When you understand the 3 types of buyers moving into Blythewood, you'll see why this market is so strong compared to other suburbs around Columbia. After looking at hundreds of home sales, I found 3 main buyer groups coming into Blythewood. These groups are shaping the market in ways smart buyers and investors need to know about. Right now, the average age here is about 44. That shows Blythewood is a steady, family-focused place, not a short-term stop or a retirement town. The home ownership rate is over 80%. That's high, and it means people are buying and planning to stay. Places with high ownership usually have better-kept homes and more active neighborhoods. Most people here work in healthcare, education, or finance. These are good paying, stable jobs that don't go away when the market shifts. The first big group is professional families. They're drawn to Blythewood for the school ratings, the new homes, and the family-friendly features around town. The second group is employees from Scout Motors. These folks are moving in from other cities, bringing skills from the auto industry, especially in manufacturing and engineering. Finally, the third group is made up of buyers from other parts of Columbia. These are people moving up from older homes into newer ones. They built equity and want more space and modern features. This mix of buyers is creating strong market conditions. Inventory is tight. There's only a 2-month supply here compared to 3 months across the metro. Homes sell quickly. The average here is 47 days on market, half the time compared to the metro average. When buyers see a good home in Blythewood, they act fast. That strong demand is pushing prices up over time. When you have more serious buyers than available homes, values tend to rise. What really makes this market strong is the mix of people moving in. It's not just one kind of job or one age group keeping things going. Now, let me bring it all together with my honest take on who should think about buying in Blythewood and what timing factors might affect your decision. Blythewood is a smart choice for families and investors alike. Homes here range from $300,000 to $600,000 for the most part, and the area is growing fast. With Scout Motors set to arrive in 2026, prices are expected to rise once Scout Motors arrives, and I'd love to help you find the right home or investment before that happens. Just email me at brentd@thedowningteam.com with Blythewood in quotation marks in the subject line, and we'll get back to you within 24 hours with a personalized list of homes that match your budget, goals, and lifestyles. The best deals are happening right now. Let's talk soon. And before you go, click on the video on your screen to join me on a private tour of Columbia's most prestigious neighborhoods, the kind most people never see unless they know someone like us. I'll be taking you behind the gates to show you what luxury living really looks like here, from stunning lake views to private docks that'll blow you away. Tap that video now and I'll meet you there. Have a great week.